the wild east, the wild land of the Han. Una? No, Han. Anyway, we'll get to that. Let's see. Let's turn this, and let's put this like this. And let's turn that off. Okay, here we are. Yes. Omagyanatimirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakaramaham Dadati Sva Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatang Vitang Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha-Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatari Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Rādhā-kr Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So let me first ask, are we all sorted out with translation? I think I saw a note from Soumya Karani. Interpreting channel, please. So I don't know if that's sorted out or not, because I don't see translation option on my screen. Record apps. Yeah. Can someone say whether that's
Dharma Gupta is Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Dharma Gupta is doing, but it's sorted out.
Interpret.
Only Russian we have so far, so we'll see if they're available.
English, Russian. That's all we need for today.
I think that's all we have. The translators, interpreters are only available for Russian at the moment.
Okay. I guess we can start in any case. So let's see how to start. We can start as we usually do with our song from Srila Narottama Thakura. Yeah, why not? I had it here. Let's see if I still have it. There it is. Okay. I think I'll wake up this machine also. It's a little strange for me having Saturday Sanga. For me, it's 7 p.m. because I'm usually in Europe where it's 1 p.m. Okay, where are we here? Yeah. Okay. All right. Anno kathā, anno vrata, vyathā. From Srila Narottama Thakur, song number 4, Prema, Bhakti, Candrika. And indeed, it starts out, anno kathā, anno vyathā, nāhi yeno, tathā, tomāra, caran sāje. Avirata, avirala, tuyā koro, yeno, satera, samāje. We have it also in the chat for everyone. Oh Lord, I do not perform the painful activity of talking about anything other than you. Now, I don't know if this is intentional or if it's just a mistake, because it seems to me it should be anya kathā and anya vyatha. Like we see in verse 2, anya vrata, anya dāna. So anyway, we won't know. We would have to see the original Bangla Bhasha and Bangla Lipi, Bangla text. But all right, let's go with Anno. I do not perform the painful activity of talking about anything other than you, but instead I only talk and think about your lotus feet. The word Vyatha is being translated here as painful, troublesome. Nāhi yeno tathā, tomāra charana smriti sāje. Instead, I only talk and think about your lotus feet. Tomāra charana smriti sāje. Sāje, I'm not sure. Can mean decorated, I think. Avirata, avirala. Okay. Oh Lord, I constantly and without deviation glorify your transcendental attributes in the assembly of devotees. So avirata would be constantly, avirala without deviation, I guess. Tuyā your qualities or attributes, call, time by time, but it seems that would have to be kal, long A, but again, not sure. Gai, yeno, satera, samāje. Samāje, of course, is assembly, association, any sort of gathering of people. So samāje, in the gathering, what gathering? Satera, of the sat, of the real people, of the devotees. And Gai, I sing such glory constantly in the association of devotees. Anya vrata, anya dāna, nāhi koro vastu gan, anya sevā, anya deva puja. So that's pretty obvious, clear. Ha Krishna boli boli. Vedabo ananda kori mone aro nāhi yeno tuyā. I shall not perform any vows not related to you on the vrata. I shall not give in charity except as a service to you on the dāna. I shall not acquire knowledge except to serve you. Nāhi koro vastu gan. I shall not worship the demigods. Anya sevā, anya deva puja. And then I shall blissfully wander about, repeatedly calling out, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna. No one but you will stay in my mind. Ha Krishna, boli boli. Berabo ananda kori. Berabo. I will wander, I guess. Mone ar nāhi yeno tuyā. This I also don't know. Mone aram. There will, in any case, in my mind, mone aranahi, nothing else will remain, I guess. We have avirata rise word for word. May I roam in bliss. Oh, may there be no second. Yeah, duja. I guess it's second. Okay. Jivane morane gati rādhā-kr pranapati. Donhar piriti rasha suke. Jugala shangati jara. Mora pran gole hara. Ekota rahumora buke. During the life of this body and after its death, Shri Radha Krishna will always remain my goal. Gati can mean goal, can also mean the way to the goal. Radha Krishna Pranapati, the pati, the Lord, Master, can also mean husband of prana, of life, of my life. Radha Krishna are the Lord of my life. donhar of the two, piriti, which is priti expanded out by one syllable, rasa sukhe. I worship the divine couple and I swim and float in the nectar ocean of love for them. Jugala Shangati Jara Mor Pran Gole Ara. I pray that the description of their forms, qualities, and pastimes may always remain within my heart. Rahu, ekota rahu, morabuke. Rahu means to remain, and buke must mean heart, an unusual word for heart. Morapran gole hara. Oh, my life breath is lost at their neck. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Jugala charana sevā, jugala charana dyeva. Dyeva? Oh, that sounds like another mistake. Jugaleyi, moner piriti, jugala kishorupa, kamaroti gana bhupa, monerahu o-līlā kiriti. Please give me the service of the lotus feet of the divine couple, sevā, and please give this charity to me. Jugala caran. Yeah, this dyeva. This doesn't look right at all. Jñāna. Okay, it could be jñāna, which is that which is to be meditated upon. Jñāna. Yeah, that must be jñāna. Jugaleyi moner piriti. The piriti, the affection of the mind for these very two, this E at the end, or I, jugaleyi, means this very couple, this particular couple. My mind is filled with love for the divine couple whose youthful forms are like the beautiful forms of King Kamadev and his queen, Rati. Yugala Kishorupa, Kama Rati Gana Bhupa. Bhupa would mean Lord of the earth, I believe. Yeah, the lords of love and passion. Okay. Monerahu o-līlā kiriti. May the mood of their pastimes remain in my mind. Yes, Rahu means to remain. And Mane is, of course, in the mind. O-līlā. I think that's just kind of adding a little emphasis and a syllable. Kiriti, I think it's a little bit rhetorical, like, oh, what sweet Leela, something like that. Doshanete trinadari, ha ha, kishor kishori, charanabje nivedana kori Rajaraja Kumar Shyam Rishabhanu Nandini Nam Sri Radhika Rama Manohari Dashanete. Okay, Trina, of course, is grass, and Dari is I hold. Dashanete, between the teeth, in the teeth, you could say. Ha ha, Kishore, Kishori. Oh, Shri Shri Kishore, Kishori, oh Lord Shamasundar, oh Prince of Raja, oh beautiful girl named Sri Radhika, oh daughter of Maharaj Rishabhanu. Yeah, so these are all just expressing, where am I? Oh, there's 2 5s, how come? Oh, I see. Whoops, the numbering gets kind of mixed up. Yeah, the request, the prayer continues in the next verse. So, Nattavara Shekarini. Nattavara is best of nattas, of dancers. Shekarini, the best, I think. Where am I? Getting confused here. Kanaka Ketaki Rai, Shama Marakata Kai, Darapa, Koru Chura. Nattavara Shekarini, Natinira Shiromani, Dunhu Gune Dunhu Mona Jure. Let's see. Oh, Shrimati Radharani, as beautiful as a golden ketaki flower. Kanaka means gold. Ketaki is a type of flower. Rai, O queen. Shama Marakata Kai. And Marakata. Here it's translated as blue sapphire, but I don't know if that's correct. I always thought emerald. Yes, here in the world, word for word, it's emerald. Emeralds are green and sapphires are blue. We kind of wanted to say sapphire, but it doesn't. It says Marakata. O Lords, whose transcendental glory crushes Kamadeva's pride into fine powder. Dorpa, koru, chura. Chura, I think, is powder. And Dorpa is stretched out darpa. And darpana, is also the word for mirror. Cheto darpana marjana. Vanity, pride, and so on. It's very much associated with mirrors. We look in the mirror to admire ourselves. Darpa, karuchur. Nattavara Shekarini, okay. O 2 crest jewels of all expert dancers. Yeah, crest jewel is Shekarini. Usually Shikarini, but okay. Please allow my mind to remain wrapped in thinking of your transcendental qualities. Duhu gune, duhu mana jura. So mana, mind, duhu, both. So both the qualities, the virtues of both of you, and jura, I guess, is about being absorbed one way or another. Guna du mana jura. Oh, melting. In their qualities, both hearts melt for each other. Okay. Okay, because mana could mean heart. Both. So the qualities of both the minds or the hearts of both jura, they meld into each other. Nice. Shimukha sundaravara hema nila kanti dara bhava bhushana koro shobha nila pita vasadara gori shyama manohara antarer bhave duhu lobha. So they're exquisite, beautiful faces that carry a golden and blue luster. Hema is gold, Nila is blue, Kanti Dara, carrying Dara, shining, are beautified by ornaments of ecstatic love. Bhava Bhushana, Koro Shobha. So they're made Koro Shobha, beautiful, by Bhava Bhushana, by the ornament of Bhava, or ornaments of Bhava. Their complexions are golden and blue, and their garments are blue and golden. Oh, Nila Pita Vasa Dara Gori Shama Manohara Antarer Bhave Duhum Loba. Showing that they carry love for each other in their hearts and that they are yearning for each other. Loba can mean greed, can mean longing. So antarer bhave, in the bhava of the within, of the inner, internal existence, internal being in their hearts. So the way it's translated here, it's this sort of mutuality of colors inverted. So Nila Vasa is Radharani, Pita Vasa is Krishna. But she who is Nila Vasa, having a blue dress, is Gauri, which means golden. And Pita Vasa, meaning Krishna, is Shama, which is, Shama can be sort of bluish. And Manohara, this is taking away the mind, stealing the mind. Abharana manimoy prati ange abhinoy kohe dina Narottama Das. Nishi dishi guna gai parama ananda pai. Mone mor e obilash. Nishi dishi guna gai. Abharana manimoy. So O Lord, whose limbs are decorated with many jewel ornaments. Avirata is another word for ornaments. There's bhushana, we had before, and avirata is another word for ornaments. Whose limbs are so decorated, money, maya, so constituted of money, which means jewels, could also mean pearls. Protyange, each and every limb of their bodies, abhinaya, are decorated. Narottama Das approaches your lotus feet and says, Kohe, he says, Dina Narottama Das. What does he say? My lords, I wish that I may attain transcendental bliss by singing Parama Ananda Pai, by singing the glories of your transcendental qualities, both day and night. So nishi, dishi, night and day. In the night, in the day, guna gai, I sing your qualities. Parama Ananda Pai, gaining topmost bliss. Mone more abhilasha, this is my desire, or this is my mind's desire. Okay, that's how it goes. Now all we have to do is get singing. And to do that, we will turn this on. And we stole the harmonium from the temple room. Don't tell anyone. It's a very nice harmonium, I must say. They got, I think, somewhat recently. Okay. Okay, this has 7 verses. This will. Should I move this? Let's move it up. Anya, katha, anya, vrata, nāhi yeno, tathā, tomāra, caran, sāje, everyone. Anya, katha, anya, vyatha, nāhi yeno, tathā, tomāra, caran, sāje, avirata, avirala, tuyā, kathā, yeno, satera, samāje, avirata, avirala, tuyā, kathā, yeno, satera, samāje, yeno, satera, samāje, yeno, satera, samāje. dāna, nāhi koro, vastu jñāna, anya sevā, anadeva puja, anya vrata, anya dāna, nāhi koro, vastu jñāna, anya sevā, anya deva puja. Aha Krishna, boli boli, veda boa, nanda kori, mane nāhi yeno duja. Aha Krishna, boli boli, veda boa, nanda kori, mane nāhi yeno duja, mane nāhi yeno duja, mane nāhi yeno duja, jivane rane gati, Radha Krishna pranapati, donhara piriti rasa shuke, jivane rane gati, Radha Krishna pranapati, donhara piriti rasa sukhe, jugala gati jara, mora prana gale hara, katha rahu mora bhuke, jugala gati jara, mora prana gale hara, katha rahu mora bhuke, jugala rana sevā, jugala charane jaya, jugale manera piriti, jugala charana sevā, jugala charana jaya, jugale manera piriti, jugalati shora rupa, avirati gana rupa, mane rahu o-līlā ki riti, jugala ki shora rupa, avirati gana dupa, mane rahu o-līlā ki riti, Dashanete Trinadari, aha kishora kishori, charanabje nivedana kori dashanete trina kori aha kishora kishori charanabje nivedana kori raja raja tomāra vrishabhanu nandinina Shri Radhika Rama Mano Harai Raja Raja Kumara Rishabhanu Nandinina Shri Radhika Rama Mano Hari Kanaka ke kati Kanaka ke takirai samāra katha darapa darapa koru chura kanaka ke takirai samāra katha darapa darapa koru chura natabara shekarini nati nira shiromani duhu gunne duhu mana jura natabara shekarini nati nira shiromani duhu gunne duhu mana jure Shrimukha sundara bara hemanila kanta dana Shrimukha sundara bara hemanila kanti dana Bhava Bhushana koro shobha Bhava Bhushana koro shobha Nila kita basadari Gori shama manohara Nila kita basadari Gori shama manohara Antare bhave duhu lobha Antare bhave duhu lobha avirala manimaya pratyange abhinaya avirala manimaya pratyange abhinaya kahedi Narottama Dasa kahedi Narottama Dasa Parama ananda pai nishi dishi gunagai Parama ananda pai manemo e avirasa manemo e avirala Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Srila Narottama Das Thakura ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So again, welcome everyone to Saturday Sanga. Kaveri, you're here. You want to tell us about the fundraising you did?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you again. Yeah, so
we don't hear you.
Oh.
We can hear her, Guru Maharaj.
Can you hear me?
No, we don't hear you.
We can hear you,
Oh, you can hear. How come I can't hear?
Yeah, you're in the wrong channel, Guru Maharaj. Maybe you're in English channel or something. Original.
Anyway, you go ahead and speak, and
okay. Okay, so
please change to original channel, Guru Maharaj.
English. Let's try that. Can we speak now?
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
No,
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Guru Maharaj, kindly please change to original channel. Right now you're in English channel. Original audio.
Computer and
let's
see, audio, microphone, speaker. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Let's see. Save computer. Audio, mic. Yeah, let's. Okay. Can you speak now?
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Yeah, Jay.
Sorry, that was just
no, not at all.
Technicality on this side. Okay, go ahead, please.
So I joined the movement in Buenos Aires, where Murti has always been a leader, strong presence, and my mother in many ways, and the mother to all of us. And she has never been in India. She has never been in Vrindavan. And a funny thing is, well, not funny, but like a fun fact is that when she's originally from Venezuela, and in 1976, she won the marathon in Venezuela, and the funds were for Krishna Balaram Mandir to help finish Krishna Balaram Mandir. And she never has visited. Yeah, and she has never visited. So about like a year ago, speaking with Dasa Swami, we were talking about this, and he told me we need to get her to Vrindavan. And we didn't mention anything because we didn't know if it was going to be possible, and we were thinking about how to implement it. And then recently he told me it's time, we should do it. And so I launched a GoFundMe, and the goal was $7,000 to raise the money for a stay, the tickets, the internal flights, and everything for her and her daughter. Murti is in her 70s, and her daughter, Kamala Manjari, helps her greatly and is a great support for her. So we knew that it had to be for both of them. And we raised the money in like 5 days, in less than a week.
It was amazing, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We share with everybody. People were very generous. And then we thought, okay, maybe we can go for a little more to get her a premium economy seat. Or, if it doesn't happen, we'll work around it. But from Argentina to Delhi, it's like a 24-hour flight. And it's very long, and we just worry for her so she can be as comfortable as possible. While in India, they're going to visit Puri, Vrindavan, Govardhan. We're thinking maybe Govardhan Eco-Village or someplace like that to enter, so it's kind of like easier. And Damodar Swami will be with them all the time. I'm super excited, very happy. She deserved it. It's just only justice we can go. So I'm very happy. If anyone wants to contribute, big or small, everything will be donated to her. If there's anything left, it will be for her. Another fun, not so fun fact is that the rupee is worth more than the Argentinian peso. So even for a lot of people, it's cheap to do things in India. For Argentinians, it's not. So everything will be for her stay or for whatever she needs. So if you want to contribute, I guess I could, when I finish talking, I'll find the link and I can put it in the chat. Or you can go to my Instagram account, hi_I am Kaveri, or to my Facebook, and then you'll find the link there. Okay, or message me and I'll send it to you. Thank you so much, Gurudev.
I should explain, Murti is my god sister, and I think she is my only god sister in the entire South America, isn't it?
It could well be, but there are disciples from Venezuela, because Prabhupada made it to Venezuela.
Yeah,
so he initiated, but there might be other god sisters from there, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been to Venezuela. Yeah. Anyway, Murti Mataji, she's been a real, we say in English, a trooper. She's been through thick and thin in the course of most of the time, I guess, in Argentina. From very difficult times. And so she's been a trooper. And she's been a mother for everybody.
Yeah. She remembered absolutely everyone's name. Any person that crossed the door, she knew who they were, their name, their backstory. Very personal. Another thing that came up in like wisdom of the sages and things like that, they were talking about her because she married with a devotee, Jaivira Simha, but when they came to Argentina, his family wanted them to get married by the church. They were very strict, very conservative. And Bergoglio, the Pope, the Pope that passed away, Francisco, he married them. And Pope Francis was very kind to them, and he told them, I believe that you're already married, and I don't think there's anything wrong with your faith. I think you believe in God just like I do. But let's just play along for your family. And in the ceremony, he just started talking how great this couple was and how they were already following the path of God and that they were doing everything, according to a godly life. And then he told her, if you have another kid, I would like to baptize them. And so Kamala was baptized by the Pope too. And they always had a very nice relation between him. He was the archbishop before being the Pope, and he always had like a kind view towards the movement.
Yeah. It's a small world. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's good. They can both, she and Kamala can go to Vrindavan and so on. It's great. But I think they should also go to Mayapur, no?
Yeah, it could be. It's too new to organize the schedule. I do want them to be along with Maharaj Damodar, and he does go to Mayapur, so we'll definitely gonna figure out on the way, and I'll let you know. Maybe if you're there, you can also see them.
Good, yes.
Thank you so much, Gurudev, for this.
So what else? Yeah, I guess devotees are wondering a little about my travels the last few weeks. As many of you know, I was going to China more or less once a year from 2012, mainly giving lectures in universities. That's kind of my, you could say, specialty there. And the last time I went was 2019, because then came COVID and everything shut down and it wasn't possible to go. So this was the first time going back since COVID. And so we made it a bit longer. I think it was 40 days altogether this time. And it was good. We don't do any of the kind of exciting things that, for example, I believe Indra Swami is coming soon. He has a way of somehow officially and openly organizing quite large public programs in China. That's not what I'm doing, but what I am doing it is official. I get invited to universities to talk. And sometimes I'm just speaking to a very small group. Sometimes it's just 2 or 3 professors and 3 or 4 graduate students, like that sometimes. And sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's a larger group. Yeah, meeting devotees rarely this time, because there's been some concern about danger, more and more vigilance, and government, dare I say, interference. So it was considered best not to interact with devotees so much, but we still managed to have four 4 or 5 gatherings with a few devotees. I went to Beijing and we did some programs there. Oh, before that, we went first to Chunjiao, which is on the southeast coast, sort of northeast from Hong Kong. And that's an interesting city because it has a history from 15th century of much trade with India. So there's evidence in the city that Hindus were living there, and there are some sculptures, some remains. Yeah. And I was asked to give a lecture on a subject which has absolutely nothing to do with anything. I was asked to give a lecture about higher education in China and the West in the age of artificial intelligence. So why was I asked to give that lecture? Because the devotee who's overseeing things there, he wants to develop friendly relations with officials, with people in the government and so on. So this was an attempt, a kind of a first attempt to go into that area. And so they had me speak in a small place, which was also strange. It was a museum with a very nice conference room, but the museum, this small museum, it's called the Tooth Museum. And it was about, they bring children there to sort of teach them to brush their teeth and take care of their teeth. But in so many clever ways. Chinese can be very creative in things like that. But they gave us a tour and they were very proud of their tooth museum. Anyway, went to Beijing, gave 2 or 3 or 4 lectures there. It all kind of blurs together after a while. We went to, where did we go? Tangshan. I don't even remember names of cities. But we went to one city, Shijiazhuang, which is west of Beijing. And that was very interesting because the Hubei Academy of Arts is there. And this is quite large campus, and it's all dedicated to fine arts. And the architecture of this place is completely bizarre. It's like nothing you see anywhere else in China. It looks like Harry Potter buildings from the Middle Ages of England and Germany or something like that. And that's because the director of this arts academy is a bit eccentric, and it's a private institution, and apparently has he must have very wealthy supporters. We met the director. He was very nice, very kind of some simple, looked also like a kind of Harry Potter character. Like, who's the one with the long beard? Anyway, so that was interesting. Gave a lecture there in a conference on Taoism. I spoke on Bhagavad Gita and the I Ching, one of the chapters in my book, which is translated and in Mandarin, has this subject. So I talked about that. Yeah, like that. We went to Shanghai. We went to some other places. We spent 5 days in the country, just sort of taking a break. One young lady, devotee, not initiated, her family owns a quite nice house in the country. And so we were hosted there to just stay, and I was able to finish some writing work there. And yeah, nothing. Oh, the last lecture we had was interesting. It was in Hangzhou, which is south, a little bit west of Shanghai. Hangzhou is a very beautiful city, very green, and they have a big lake. It's called West Lake, and they're very proud of this lake, and justifiably so. A lot of history around this lake, apparently. And there's a Buddhist center up in the hills. We went and toured, and anyway, we gave a lecture in the City Art Museum, and they said this is one of the best art museums in China. And they had an exhibit in the whole museum was just one exhibit while we were there, and it was packed with people lining up outside to see. What was the exhibit? The exhibit was about the artwork that was done for a computer game, which is called Black Myth Wukong. Now, I wouldn't expect any of you know about this, but apparently Boma Vrindavan knows. Apparently it's gone global, and it was created, most of the artwork, I think, was done by a student in this Chinese Art Academy of Hangzhou. So Hangzhou is especially proud of this, and so they had this exhibit. Now, who is Wukong? Well, it's a take from a kind of novel from the 16th century called A Journey to the West. Chinese novel from the 16th century called A Journey to the West. And it's an adventure story about a monk, a Buddhist monk, traveling from China to India to collect manuscripts. And he has so many adventures along the way. And to help him to get to India are some friends who gather around him. And one of his friends is a monkey named Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong. And this monkey is a very colorful character. You can look up on Wikipedia or whatever. So I gave a lecture there comparing Hanuman and Sun Wukong. I had been giving this lecture at least 3 times before in other places in China. But by this time, I had kind of better idea how to present it. And so we had a nice group of, young people, students. I would say the more mature students were there. Someone said about 100 people came in the audience. But potentially the interesting thing is that the professor who hosted us is enthusiastic to publish the 2 books that I prepared with rādhā-kr in English on the Bhagavatam. This professor is very much into India. He's been to India. He knows some of the literature, and now he wants, let's get the Bhagavata Purana published in Mandarin. So this could be a bit of a breakthrough. And so Prema is eager to start working on that translation. That'll be a big project. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're waiting. It was hoped we would have by this tour, but it didn't happen. We were hoping to have my book, Cow Care in Hindu Animal Ethics, in Mandarin published. It's supposedly still on its way. Last we heard was it'll happen this coming October, but we will see. We hope so. Yeah, so that's a little about China. China is interesting. One of the best things about China is their bullet trains. They have trains. They have a train system which is just incredibly fast. The trains go 300 kilometers an hour. Totally smooth, totally clean. The train stations, they have humongous train stations everywhere. So the government invests huge amounts in their train system, railroad system. Someone explained this is kind of how they're keeping the country together, because it's a big country and it tends to, there are different ethnic groups and so on. Anyway, they have, as far as trains go, India could learn a lot from them. But they'll never get it together. They don't have the money. Anyway. But yeah, it's very much a surveillance state. I mean, you're kind of always being watched there. Everywhere you go, you have to show ID. Just to get in the university, you have to show ID. You have to show ID when you leave the university. And so on and so on. It's like that. It's, I don't know, people, how they live there, they do. I'm glad when I come back out. Good. So that's a little from me. Boma Vrindavan, what are you sewing?
Oh, Krishna Kshetra obeisances. I'm not sewing anything. I'm making jewelry for my deities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to sew. I mean, I can sew buttons, but that's about it.
You're making ornaments.
Yeah, I'm making ornaments.
You're sewing ornaments.
Yes. Oh yeah, regarding that game was really, really big. It was one of the biggest games that ever released from China, and it was instant hit over
Yeah.
here in the West.
Mm.
But I want to ask you about, because I'm really into AI and I'm using AI pretty much every day. So I wanted to ask you about that class that you gave. And so there is a I think last week the Chinese official announced that they're going to be mandatory teaching AI from September in all their schools.
Uh-huh.
So they're way ahead of the rest of the world.
In that regard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that, they have some kind of spirit of we're going to get ahead of the world with AI. Yeah. I mean, a few days ago, I also was searching something on AI and I was totally disappointed. What I was looking for, I had it vaguely in my mind that Srila Prabhupada's phrase, simple living and high thinking, came from the English poet William Wordsworth. Actually, it's true, except it's not simple living, it's plain living. And I wanted to get the source. I wanted to find, where does he exactly say that? So I put in a question to AI, and it came back, yes, it's in his poem Prelude. Well, Prelude is, I don't know if it's as long, it's a very long poem. It has, 10 parts or something, and it's very long. And I tried to download something which would be searchable. Anyway, I couldn't find it. So I went back to AI and I asked again, so where is it in Prelude? And it said, oh, it's in part 2. Okay, where in part 2? Because I looked in part 2, it wasn't there. Oh, it's not in part 2, it's in part 1. Oh, okay. So which lines exactly? It's line 187. So I looked for line 187. Oh, it's not there.
Did you use ChatGPT or?
I used something called it's all ChatGPT, I think. It's called Poe.
So regarding the AI, you have to ask like very detailed question. It doesn't work really like, oh, maybe you use Perplexity.
No, it wasn't that. But I thought it was pretty specific, my question. Where is this line, And where is this line, these words here? And it just kept telling me the wrong answer. And at one point, I said, why don't you tell me that you don't know where it is? And
There is an also option.
And it would say
Sorry.
something, apologies, but blah, blah,
There's also an
Finally,
option.
I found it. I found the poem where it is, but I found it just with Google.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's an option. I wanted to say there's an option that you can do deep search. And when you do the deep search, it takes a little bit longer, but it thinks better.
It thinks better. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, of course, it doesn't actually think, does it?
No, not really. It's not really yet. I think in a year, on a couple of years, it's gonna be a sentient.
Well, we'll see.
Because in China, these researchers, they used brain cells, develop a brain, and put it into this robot, in this AI robot, so you can, which is kind of scary in a sense. I mean, it's exciting if you're in that field, you know, but on the other hand, it's a bit scary.
It's spooky.
Right?
It's Frankenstein all over again.
Right.
Yeah, we stayed in one hotel in wherever it was, Shanghai, I guess. And they had a robot going around in the hotel. And this guy comes in to deliver I guess, a bag of food for somebody in the hotel. And he just put it inside this robot. And then the robot went charging off to the elevator to bring it up to the room. A little bit spooky.
A little bit. Did you have a chance, you know, we saw on the internet you can pay just like pointing your palm to the credit card thing?
On to the credit card thing. No.
So yeah, instead of paying with your debit or credit card, you just put your palm like this.
Oh.
I don't know how they do it, and you can pay. But another question regarding China, are they either opening up regarding, you know, Hare Krishnas and Prabhupada, and or are they still kind of closed off?
Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. They're not opening, they're more closing, if anything. So devotees are keeping very low profile. But again, as I said, somehow or other, Indradyumna Swami manages to make these big public programs. I don't know how he does it.
What about Hong Kong?
Hong Kong is no problem. It's still open. We can go out on the street, do Harinam, whatever, anything. Yeah. How long that will be, that remains to be seen, because Hong Kong is gradually getting taken over, you could say. But that's going to be done very carefully, because for so many reasons, they have to be careful. Yeah. Krishna Krishna. Okay. Let's see. Tomorrow is Nrsimha Chaturdasi. Yeah. So that's something. I don't know, any of you will be in Singhachalam, but they've been having their traditional special darshans leading up to Nrsimha Chaturdasi. Here in Hong Kong, it'll be a rather small affair, but I'm sure it'll be nice. But I'm just thinking tomorrow's going to be a long day, so I may kind of call it a day for now. It's 8:30 here, almost. And I'm going to be back in Europe. My flight is on Tuesday. I'll be there Wednesday, and going to Sadhanashrama in Slovenia. a place to keep slow for a while. And I think I'm going to be staying there, kind of based there for maybe 4 weeks, something like that. Again, I have a new, not so new, it's just I've been delaying. I have another writing task to write an article or a chapter for a book. A nice topic. It's about Chaitanya Charitamrita. And it's for a book, Handbook of Gaudiya Vaishnava Studies, something like that. To be published by Oxford University Press. So this will be one chapter of, I think 40 chapters, they say. Anyway, I need to get cracking on that. And meanwhile, production is going on with yoga and animal ethics. It passed the peer review with very positive reviews, so it's now gone into production. They're not telling me yet when it's going to be ready. But we'll see. Okay. Looking at messages. Oh yeah, Kaveri has sent the link here of the GoFundMe. And as she said, they do want to collect, they're accepting additional donations beyond the goal that they set to try to make things more comfortable for Murti. If anyone wants to pitch in 10 euros or whatever. Okay. So I think with that, I'm going to say goodnight and wish you all a wonderful Nrsimha Chaturdasi festival tomorrow. And we will see you all soon again. I think next week, Saturday, we can again have a gathering. If you like. Johannes is nodding. Okay. And others are nodding. Okay, thank you. All right. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Prema Nande. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru
Jai
Maharaj.
Jagannath.
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
family. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
All glories to assembled devotees. Jai.
Yeah. Jai.
Thank you.